let's get into this. Like I said, I know you can't see the bits at the side, and I apologise for that, but there's not a whole heap I can do about that. Oh, shit me. God, I'm so glad I didn't have my hand on there doing that. Oh, I love it. Oh. Yeah, it didn't do a lot for me. I'm definitely a tad more awake than I was a minute ago, that's for sure. I wonder who it was that did that. I can't even see who did that. Bloody hell. That's got the heart pumping. I tell you, I knew it. I knew as soon as somebody was going to do it. I've been so desensitized to it now for ages. No, of course it's Mr. Pitbull. Of course it's Mr. Pitbull. Oh dear. What a twat. Completely out of context. No even conceivable notions that was going to happen. Yes. Thank you for keeping me alive. That's literally like the paddles of a defibrillator. How you doing, buddy? How's things with you? Yeah, always glad to help. Yeah, I'm not sure that it's actually helped. You know, I don't want to be that guy, but I don't actually think that helps. Although it has woken people up from my incredibly boring stream. But yeah, I've worked out how to turn my canvas upside down and have it the right way up for everybody else, Pitbull. So now I can paint and be comfortable-ish. Which I'm very happy about. Of course it helped. Get the blood pumping, yes. So how's things with you? What are you up to? I finished that For Me Once last night. I enjoyed it. I think it was a couple of episodes too long, but I still enjoyed it. And now, today, my plan is to start on Loki Season 2. Going to try and ring my doctors about 50 minutes ago. Didn't realise the time. And then the person you want me to look out for is in the first episode, right? I believe the first episode. So that goes up into the cool. Okay. Okay. A beautiful lady once walked into a church wearing a see-through blouse, and a priest stopped, saying, "You can't come here dressed like that." She replied, "But I have a divine right." To which the priest responds, "You also have a divine left." But you still can't come in here dressed. Oh my god. I do miss the jokes. I do. And it turns out you're quite famous on my channel for doing them, because like a lot of people reference you when I'm talking to you. I'm thinking that is a miss, and that should have gone all the way up into there. It could be. I don't believe I am, but I could be. Right. That's tens. So there's just ones and whatever else. A few 18s. Maybe I just stopped. Okay. Let's get on with a few of these. I did tell you that I went out for an expensive Italian meal over Christmas. I think so. It doesn't actually ring a bell, but I think so. Cost a pretty penny. I'm not surprised. Going out for a meal anyway costs a pretty penny. From what I understand, even going to a pub costs almost a mortgage these days. This is so awkward to do this along the side. And I apologise if you can't hear me very well. I'm a bit more to do over here. Oh, pretty penny. Oh my god, really? Can you not? Like you're doing jokes I have to actually concentrate on. You know my concentration is virtually zero. See, that's the kind of joke that only really works on paper, isn't it? Yeah. Of course, there's a little sliver of number 10 down there, which you've now got to do. Once I made a lot of money cleaning up leaves. I was raking it. Oh my god, that's awful. Raking it. I've been watching a lot of those videos actually. Where they clear the drains. I think they're becoming the new cat videos, like I find myself kind of mesmerized by them, especially when the water starts going down and stuff. It's like almost like I'm in a trance and I can't stop watching it. It was like the videos where they clean those rugs, and it never occurred to me, like, how did the rug ever get in that state in the first place? It's clearly like done on purpose. And then that kind of took my enjoyment out of watching them now, because it was like, no, I know you're doing it. I know you've done that fakery just so that you can get me to watch. And it's like, but I kind of wish now that I hadn't have known that, so I could just carry on watching them and enjoy them. The other ones I really like watching are the grass canes, and I don't know why. Seven was saying earlier on that he gains because it's productive. You're actually doing something and whatever. And I think that's why I like watching them videos. I don't know why. It feels like I've been there with them. I mean, I haven't. It's weird. I also like them ones with the Indonesian or different nationality, whatever they are, when they make their huts and stuff, and they spend hours doing it. And then it suddenly struck me the other day, well, where'd they get all these HD cameras on? Yeah, to do it. It was like, okay. Alrighty then. The more I get these side pieces done, the less you've got of me. Yeah, because you literally can't see anything I'm doing it over here. So I might work my way. What's five is that? Let's do a couple of these along the side, because like I said, I know you can't see it. Five there. Five there. And 8. Even if I just get the side bits done here of it and then leave the rest of it to be done when I'm actually up. At least this way you're actually watching something being done when I come back to it. I think in future I might actually do this, just do the edges, the bits that everybody can't see, and just do them off. I'll just bring that up there. You should just be able to start seeing the brown that's being done now. I'm right. Yeah, you could just barely see it. But let's get in there with a little number 8. Here's another cream. Really, this actually is the same paint that I use for my faces on my Harry Potter figures, because it's really close to skin. Here. Yeah. Now this is where I wish that I could get a smaller brush, but I'm going to give it a go at doing it with this bigger brush and still staying in the light. And I did. Well, who knew that could be a thing? Yes. Yeah, I'm happy with the way that come out then. Very happy with that, actually. Nice. So what are these? These are 6. Don't you hate when someone answers their own question? I do. Get a bit another 6 done here. Right, don't make me laugh there because this is a dark colour and I've got to go between the light colours in a minute. Because today's the day I really wanted to like get a lot done on this. To try and catch up on myself. Right, here we go. Boom. Now up to the edge. Bloody Picasso he is. Here. Perfect. Oh, nice cup of coffee, see, I think. Over to have a flat white or to spoil myself with a caramel macchiato. That's a 6 as well. That. Yeah, it is. Oh, Crest. In that case, then I'm right down to the corner already. Well, that was bloody quick. Just have that 15 there because that's bugging me. Yeah? Yeah. Give it a bit of a blob over the top of the black. Hopefully we'll hide that up. Was that the 15? Was. Nice. Let's get into a bit of 18, I suppose. We shall move up. Yeah, my one tip I can give everybody that's considering doing paint by numbers and stuff is don't be afraid to thin your paints, because I'm noticing today, of all days, and I don't think it's me painting faster. I truly believe it's because I thinned my paints down enough. And it's another little tip is to add very little of the flow agent or of water to the paint, right? And then paint it on a surface so that you can see how transparent it goes. Because you'd be surprised at how thin the paint can go before you've over-thinned it. And if you over-thinned, in my experience, if you over-thin paints and you made them too watery, I just leave the lid off for an hour or two and come back and just stir it and let the liquid evaporate. So you can't really go wrong. And it's such a worthwhile hobby. And it doesn't cost like hundreds of thousands. You know, you buy a picture and, I mean, on average, I think I spend around 40 hours to do a paint by numbers. I mean, that's probably because I'm very slow at them. I don't know. Or maybe that's the right amount of time. I don't know. But that's roughly what I get from them. And like this particular painting, I bought a set of 4 of them. And I think it was $9.99 for the 4. They make amazing gifts. Like I said, I'm doing these for my grandchildren, as you all know. And my grandchild, she loves her unicorn one. She actually walks around the house with it. She's I actually brought a tear to my eye when I found that one out. Oh, you know. And they just take a bit of time. And the more you do them, the better you get. You start to learn a lot about brush control. And I've begun to realise that brush size isn't as important as what brush control is. I mean, these are all probably things that professional artists already know, but I've never been and never professed to be any kind of artist whatsoever. I'm just saying what I've learned. And then also the primary reason for me actually doing these was because of anxiety and depression. And they do work for that. They don't cure it, but just for the little time that I'm sat here doing it, and for the little time that I'm sat here talking to everybody on stream doing it as well, I literally just forget about the world around me. Like I hate to use this word, but it just feels like I'm completely in the zone of doing it. And it's nice. It's nice to just take yourself away from yourself and everything that's going on and just paint something. And then what's weird is that when you look back at it, once you feel a bit better and you're like, yeah, I felt like that when I was doing this. But I still achieved something. Like Seven said earlier on, when it comes to why he plays games and stuff, it's productive. And I think the worst part about having anxiety, depression, and whatever else is being unproductive, feeling like you're useless, feeling like you don't contribute anything. And when you can sit back, and it might just be a stupid paint by numbers to some people, but to me, it was time well spent. Because for anybody out there that suffers with anxiety and depression, you know that all you want to do is sit there and do nothing and wallow and overthink and whatever else. So why not turn that into something positive? Granted, that's a stiff old drink that I need to take myself sometimes, you know. Again, today was one of those days where I was really struggling to press the button, and then I just decided to stop thinking, press it. And here I am, and I've got all of this lot done. Garish, how you doing? How you doing, beautiful? What's this? People accuse me of being a plagiarist. Their words, not mine. I'm not too bad. How did your Christmas go? How did your New Year's go? Did you have a nice time? Did you get spoiled? Like you should be. Now, this is 7. So I'm not going to bother doing that yet. I'm going to do the 5 because I've kind of joined this up. It was nice and quiet. Yeah, mine was quiet too, actually, but it was nice. I got to see all my grandkids. So as far as I'm concerned, well, I'd say I got to see all my grandkids, all but 2 of my grandkids, which, was a bit heartbreaking, but there's not a lot I can do about that situation. But yeah, I got to see my grandkids, which was really nice. I didn't get to see them for long because unfortunately on the day I wasn't doing too well, but I did get to see them, and that was great. Seeing their faces and over Christmas was lovely. I actually got 2 Christmas dinners this year. I got the one that my daughter-in-law and my sons cooked, which was really nice, delicious, in fact. And then my wife did another Christmas dinner for New Year's Eve, because I think secretly she was like, well, I'm going to buy the stuff for a Christmas dinner in case something happens to them. Typical my wife not being able to give up any form of control. But it was nice. I did enjoy it. I got some really nice presents. I got some figures. Paintable ones, which I've done a couple of. But yeah, it was nice. Did you get anything exciting? And let's not be telling us about the lingerie that you got. Not that kind of string. Someone keeps sending me celery. I don't know who it is, but I'm thinking of being stalked. What's wrong with you? Mine was pretty good, to be honest. Like I said, I got to see my grandkids, which I was really happy about. Mine was quiet. My missus went for dinner around my son's house, and so I was pretty much alone. But it's okay, a couple of people have kind of said like, you was alone on Christmas, and it's like, well, the problem is that my wife also should and does deserve to have a life as well. My kids, they want to cook Christmas dinner for us, and had I been able to get up and go, I would have definitely gone with them, but because I can't, it shouldn't mean that they can't also do stuff as well. But I had a great day. I did. I got to see my grandkids, my kids all come out to see me, and it was lovely. It was great. Like I said, I've got some figures that I've been doing, and they bought me some more for Christmas, which was nice of them. So I've got plenty to do, and yeah, it was a good day. I thoroughly enjoyed it. New Year's was good as well. It was quiet again, but it was good. I actually managed to get downstairs to play a game with them. This like you get, I don't know what it was called, but basically you get three or 5 seconds to give 3 answers to a question. So like one of the questions was name 3 things that Netflix produced, and you get like 5 seconds to be able to answer it. If you don't, you have to pass it on and whatever else. It was a really fun game actually, and it was just nice being down there with my family. Why do I get the feeling that's another joking coming from Mr. Pitbull? Right, what's this? I used to be lonely, but then I glued a coffee cup on top of my car. Now everyone waves at me. Oh my god. you, you need to see someone, Pitbull. I think at this point, you can't have a friendly intervention. I believe that we actually need like professional help for you. So how's the streaming going? I did come by your stream the other day, and I'm so sorry that I'm not coming in and saying hello and whatever else. I just, you know, my situation. I just, yeah. But I do come by and support everybody as and when I can. It's obviously not as much as I wish I could, and I should. But I do come by and see you all. Don't feel bad. I appreciate that so much. Oh, you're more than welcome. I wish there was more I could do, to be honest. Are we getting in? Because the end of this brush is starting to feel dry. Maybe I should drop it in a bit of water. Goes into which I believe yes it is, so don't touch that. I did just see chat, but I don't want to take my eye off the ball here. Just while I'm doing this bit here. Because I think in a minute, officially, we'd say we have a corner. Beige and cream is definitely my wheelhouse. I'm definitely an old man, that's for sure. Just being there on this. Oh. This number 7 actually looks like it's that colour as well, which is weird because it's not. Maybe it dries darker, I don't know. Probably does. Oh, look at this, people. We're going to get a corner done. Granted, I'm kind of cheating a little bit because I've kind of gone up in a 2-inch block, I suppose. So it's kind of a cheat because I'm not really meant to be down here at the moment, I suppose. But I'll take it all the same. Yeah. There. Perfect. After you watch Loki, don't forget to watch the second season. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I will do. And I've got to look out for that character in there, that whether or not I recognise them or not, or if I know who they are. Yeah. Now, do I want to... Well, technically speaking, we're at the corner. Because I've kind of got to the corner bit there. I might... Shall I carry on there? Actually, before I do that, let me stop there. Because there's a bit of 6 there. Is that a 10? That is a 10. So I want to go over that 10 because those black left numbers are coming through. So it's probably going to take a few codes to go through, but at least I've done a bit. Number 6, which is the light brown. Yeah, I've had a couple of people send me a message with regards to their painting by numbers and them not having enough paint to finish the project. And I honestly believe that this comes down again to thinning your paints, because I'm going to show you something now. Like, this is my light brown that I've got, and the pot is still basically full. If you can see there. And most of my paints are pretty much full. So I'm definitely convinced it's to do with the amount of the thinners that you're putting in, or the thinning of the paint, because it definitely should last you for the entire painting, quite honestly. And then also, if you've got paints that are just dried up and whatever else, make sure that you complain, because it's happening a lot just recently, and it may not be the manufacturer's fault. They can't help how paint acts if it's been sat up there but for so long. But the thing is that, in my opinion, then you shouldn't be asking full price for the kit. And if we keep on doing what we're doing by buying flow agents and trying to get the paint revitalized, it's like, well, we're absorbing the cost for something that we bought in good faith. So make sure that you, at the very least, email the company and say, like, what are you going to do about it? Because flow agent, although that isn't ridiculously expensive, it's still expense. And I'm not saying for paints that are, in fair condition, that you should be asking for refunds or whatever else on them. I'm talking about the ones that are literally unpaintable. Just because you may decide that you prefer painting with a thinner paint, that doesn't mean to say that you can get the company to absorb that cost, because that's how you like it. But Chris, well, look who it is. How you doing? You need a coffee, do you? No worries, buddy.